I get asked quite a bit, are cheap kayaks worth it? Well, I tested out the Pelican Motion to see if they are. My buddy said he paid right around $300 or so for this kayak, which I think is actually a really good deal, but I honestly wasn't expecting that much out of it. Let's start with what I really did like about it. Number one, it's super lightweight, like ridiculously lightweight. My buddy picked it up one-armed, carried it around. It was impressive. I really liked that about it. It was also more stable than I expected it. Now, I never felt tippy or anything like that. As you can tell, I kind of wiggled in it, but I never actually felt like I was going to fall out or tip out. But that's not to say that you could stand up in it. I definitely don't think it's stable enough to stand up and fish from. The next thing that I loved is how maneuverable it was and how fast you could just get up and go. This thing could flat out fly. I think it would make a great kayak if you're battling streams or anything like that, but it could kind of go against you too because of the lightweight. Could allow the wind to just blow you around quite a bit. Another thing that I always rate kayaks by is fishability. Is it really that easy to fish from? And honestly, I mean, Grant pretty much outfished me. He caught all the big fish today, so I'd say it's pretty fishable. Now, I wouldn't be loading all my stuff in it all the time like that. It'd be kind of hard to film from and stuff like that, but I do think that it was reasonably fishable for beginners. The last thing that I really liked about it was just how easy it was to transport. My buddy showed up in a little bitty car with this thing sticking out of the trunk, and he had no problem at all hauling it around in a car. So if you don't have much room to haul it, that's another reason to get a lightweight small kayak like the Pelican Motion. Now it's time for what I wasn't too thrilled about. First of all, my butt got soaked. It held water really bad in the seat. There's just that low indentation. Anytime you get water splashed, it moves and sits on your butt. Because this kayak is so small, there's just not much room. Now, you could haul a little bit of gear and a couple of poles and be just fine, kind of like what Grant did today, but I'm not going to be able to haul all my gear. I'm not going to be able to accessorize it like I'd want to. There's no putting a trolling motor on it, no putting anything like that on it, just because you don't have the space for it, nor does it really have the capabilities for that. That said, the Pelican Motion, or most beginner cheap kayaks, are worth it for beginners who don't want to just spend a boatload of money on an expensive kayak. So if you're considering testing one out, I highly recommend it, but I'm not trading mine in anytime soon. Thank you guys for watching, and if you're interested in more kayak content, you can check out this video right here where I review my NuCanoe Unlimited.
What do you think about it?
It's pretty stable. I mean, obviously you wouldn't want to stand up in it or nothing, but yeah, it ain't too bad at all.
For the price?
Oh yeah, dude. For that price, it's hard to beat.
Got this at Walmart too.
That's what I don't like. They need a drain right there on your butt.
Butt drain. Yeah, it does.